Today, I would like to talk about equity and your art business. And perhaps you may say, wait a second, equity and my art, they have nothing to do with each other. Perhaps you have a point, but listen until the end of this video, and after that, you'll tell me if you have changed your mind. What exactly is equity? It is basically the ownership in terms of shares of this company. For example, you're a startup entrepreneur, you invest 50% of this art business in cash, and you work full-time. And you have two other best friends, 25% each. So together you have this startup capital and you are going to launch your business. But because you put in more time and they are part-timers, they put in less time, you can say I get 60% and they get 40, so they are 20% each. Although they put 25% of money, they can still only get 20% of the shares of the equity. So the equity is the shares of the ownership of the company, the project. Now it is very good because you have 60%, and if they disagree with some decisions, you are still in control of your art business. The worst decision you can make is to have 33% each or 50-50 when you have just another partner or co-founder. This is really bad because when you two don't agree with each other, you can never reach agreement because you have 50% of voting right and they have or he has 50%. And you will not arrive in agreement if you two fundamentally disagree with this project direction, and this company cannot launch, cannot move on to the next step. And many startup companies fail because of the wrongly split shares of the equity. And perhaps you have heard about the concept like shares, stocks, especially when this company is publicly listed in the stock market. You talk about stocks instead of equity. It's basically the same thing. This word equity can be used in different scenarios, but right now in the startup world, shares, equity, or stocks, it means the ownership in a way that is reflected as percentage of the company. And now you have heard about the equity and how to split equity among your partners as a art business owner. The next thing I want to challenge you to think about is every time when you paint and create an original work of art and you sell this art to a collector, you are issuing a share or a stock to this collector. And when they purchase this art from you, they are investing in your art business, they are investing in your brand, and they become your shareholders. And now in my accounting class, the first accounting class that was ever given to us, my accounting professor asked, what is the meaning of doing accounting? What is the meaning of managing a business? And I was like, to change the world, to make a better world. And everybody laughed, of course. I knew it wasn't the right answer, but it was right for me. And my professor finally gave the right answer. The textbook answer is to maximize shareholder value. And I was quite shocked when I first heard it. And many people were so shocked that we put it on the first page of the accounting book, because it's so brutal and so true, and it's just ultimate capitalistic way of running a business. And perhaps it's not the right way, at least I don't think so. But now as an artist, I think you really should tilt towards this way of thinking so that you are giving the fair treatment to your shareholders. They are your collectors. And you can say, oh, I'm the artist, I decide everything. Yes, because you have more shares in the company, you decide, but don't forget, when other people invest in your art brand, in you, they have a stake in there. When they purchase this art because they like your art, they believe in you, your values, but also that they expect not to lose money, right? They're not charity, they don't give you money like gift money or pity money. They believed that the moment they purchase this art, that this will create more value in the future. Like when you buy stocks of a company, imagine Apple, perhaps Microsoft, when they first having this IPO, initial public offering, you bought the stocks because you believed in this company that it will grow, it will make the world in a better way, and they believed in you. So next time, when you make essential decisions in your art business, make sure that besides consulting your co-founders, the stakeholders, the big ones, think for your collectors. Think like what would they react Are you doing everything in the best interest for them as well, not just you as an artist? It's great to, have a great value for yourself because you are the face of the brand, you're the owner of the brand in terms of like shares. You probably have more shares than anyone else. But make sure that you also take care of your shareholder value so that the future investors, collectors will also know that their interests has been taken care, and it's just create a very nice project, and together you will attract more and more people, invest in your art, purchase your art, and you can become established artists and become successful and reach your goals. I'm not sure if I'm the first person to publish a video on this topic with this specific perspective and approach. Let me know what you think, and let me know, your values and how you're gonna secure and maximize your collectors, shareholders' value. And see you in the next video then.